What is up, guys? It is Zach, and welcome back to my channel. So, firstly, before we even get started with today's video, I gotta address the elephant in the room. Obviously, as you can see, my background is completely different. I got really bored one night and just completely rearranged my room. I don't know why. Sometimes I just get bored and I feel that need for change, so I completely swapped my room around. Well, besides the shelves and stuff, but I moved my game console stuff here. But you guys will get a room tour in a few weeks' time, so stay tuned for that. But anyways, today we are going to be talking about some video games. I mean, that's the whole point of the freaking channel, isn't it? We're going to talk about games. So today we're going to talk about games that are coming out in 2021 that I am personally excited for, because this year, in my opinion, was really not that great with games. Of course, I got the ever so hyped up SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated, but other than that, there really wasn't much that really enticed me this year when it comes to video game releases. And 2021, thankfully, is looking very, very good with video game releases, at least for my personal taste. So today, we are going to be going into every single one. So make sure to hit that subscribe button down below so that you can stay up to date with ZakPak content. And without any further ado, let's get right into the video. So I'm going to try my best to go in order of when they're going to be released, though not all these have release dates, so I'm going to try my best to kind of guesstimate when some of these are going to be released. So let's start off here with Super Mario 3D World Deluxe and Bowser's Fury. Wow, that is a title. But basically, this is just a Wii U port of Super Mario 3D World, but there's this extra little mode called Bowser's Fury, and I'm really interested to see what this mode's all about. It's kind of weird that the game is less than 2 months away, and we still don't even know what this new extra mode is. They're very quiet on the game, so I hope they actually say something soon. But it looks pretty cool. You know, it's Super Mario 3D World. You know, we all know the game from the Wii U, and I hope that it kind of signifies the end of all the Wii U ports, because Nintendo Switch has really just been relying a lot on the Wii U ports to get them through years like 2020. So I really hope that they start to kind of back away from the Wii U ports and actually make some new and original content now. And hopefully, you know, Super Mario 3D World Deluxe is good, and I don't know, I mean, I like the game, so, you know, it should be fun to play. So next up, these two games don't really have a release date, but they have a release window being spring 2021, and that is the Doctor Who video games. There are two Doctor Who video games coming out in the spring, and they are Doctor Who: The Edge of Reality and Doctor Who: The Lonely Assassins. Personally, I'm really excited for both of them. They both look like really fun times, but let's go a little bit in depth with both of these games, and we're going to start off with The Lonely Assassins. Doctor Who: The Lonely Assassins is basically a story where you are your own character and you find a phone that is lost in a laundromat down in London. And basically the whole point is that, you know, there's a story you have to follow with Petronella Osgood. You get to face up against the Weeping Angels. You even get to bump into Larry Nightingale, who was a character from Blink. This is basically a sequel/spiritual successor to the Doctor Who Season 3 episode Blink, which is an absolutely amazing episode and is definitely a critically acclaimed episode, and also the very first appearance of the ever so frightening Weeping Angels. And they'll obviously be making a return for this game, and they look super cool in motion. And it's like one of those kind of games, it's actually a mobile game, but it's like got real footage in it, so it's really going to feel like an actual Doctor Who experience. But I'm going to be playing it on the Nintendo Switch, because, you know, I'm a Nintendo Switch guy, so it'll be really interesting to see what this game is like on the Nintendo Switch as opposed to the handheld format. But yeah, it should be really interesting. Then, of course, we have Doctor Who: The Edge of Reality. Now, this is some sort of follow-up to the Edge of Time game that came out last year, and basically it's a game where you play as a companion basically to the Doctor, and you play out all these stories with the Doctor. But what's really cool about this is not only do we have the 13th Doctor, but we also have the 10th Doctor, who are played by Jodie Whittaker and David Tennant respectively. And it's really cool to see David Tennant come back into the role for a video game. This is the first time, I believe, that David Tennant has lent his voice to a Doctor Who video game. Matt Smith lent his to a couple of video games back in the day, but this is the first time David Tennant is really voicing in a video game. So I'm really excited to see where this goes. And I really hope that they kind of do it like an episodic thing where you can replay episodes, because I know I'm sure as hell going to be replaying the David Tennant episode a lot, because I've grown up with David Tennant as the Doctor, and I cannot wait to see what they make of this game. The only concern I have is that the game seems like it might be really short. I hope they can do some stuff to really beef it up and make it, you know, like have a lot of replay value. But nevertheless, it still looks like a really, really good time, and I cannot wait to play it next spring. So next up, we have June. Now, June is a really, really interesting month because we get Back 4 Blood, which is coming out on June 22nd, 2021. Now, obviously, for those of you who have been with this channel, you'll know that that's actually almost 1 year after Rehydrated came out. So for those of you who are Rehydrated fans, this game comes out 1 day before the year anniversary. So that's a little fun fact for you. But Back 4 Blood is basically the spiritual successor to Left 4 Dead, and after playing the alpha, definitely check out the video if you haven't. I know you haven't. That video didn't do well on views, so I know you haven't seen it, so go and watch it now. But I said that game is very much like Left 4 Dead. There's a lot of Left 4 Dead inspiration in there from Turtle Rock. I mean, obviously they're the original devs. And they've definitely done a lot of cool stuff with it, evolving the formula while also keeping it very traditional. They've done a great job at doing that, and it just looks so, so good. I'm super, super excited to play that in June. I'm personally probably going to pick it up on the Xbox, whether or not I only have the Xbox One or the Series X at the time. I mean, I'm not sure. I mean, because of the fact that I have the very base model Xbox One, you know, the launch system, I'll probably want to upgrade so that the game runs at its most optimal state. But nevertheless, it should be really, really fun to play Back 4 Blood when it comes out in June. Next up, I want to talk about a little game that really caught my interest last year, or might have been even this year. I don't remember, but it was a while ago when this game really caught my interest, and that is a smaller game called Lost in Random. Now, Lost in Random is developed by Zoink Games, who I personally don't remember. I think they developed a game called Flipping Death, which was a decently popular game. But this game is a 3D platformery, explory kind of game that is heavily inspired artistically by Tim Burton. Specifically, I kind of get Nightmare Before Christmas vibes, but nevertheless, it looks really, really cool. Like I said, I love the visual style of it, very Tim Burton. I'm a huge Tim Burton fan. I love the Nightmare Before Christmas specifically, and I cannot wait to see more of this game and what Zoink Games have to offer with it. Lastly here, I'm going to talk about Hogwarts Legacy. So Hogwarts Legacy, I'm thinking is going to be a late 2021 title. So this game is going to take place in the late 1800s in the Harry Potter universe at Hogwarts. Obviously the name Hogwarts Legacy kind of implies it's going to be a lot around Hogwarts. But the game looks so, so cool. I really hope they add a lot of Hogwartsy elements like Quidditch and all that kind of stuff. And it would just be super, super cool to see a bunch of just Harry Potter elements thrown in there, like the chocolate frogs and the wizarding cards, you know, Birdie Blonde's Every Favorite Beans, just all that kind of stuff. I really hope they really make it feel magical and just have a lot of emphasis on your experience at Hogwarts, because that's what a lot of people have always wanted since they were a child, you know, an experience at Hogwarts. And this game definitely looks like that, and I cannot wait to see what comes of this game, and it should be a really good time. So that is my list of games that I am personally really excited for 2021. Obviously, not a lot of Nintendo titles. The only one really was a Wii U port. So it really shows how much Nintendo hasn't really been exciting me with many of their games. But I really hope that changes in 2021. Hopefully Nintendo makes some big announcements early in the year, so there's more stuff that I can personally be excited for later in the year. But as of right now, that's where it stands. Those are the games I'm excited for. Let me know down in the comments down below what games you are excited for. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, all that stuff down below. Click on the notification bell so you're notified when I upload videos, and check out the merch store. There's some cool ZakPak merch up on there. And yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hopefully you enjoyed. And until next time, I'll see you guys in the next video.